Hello and welcome to Reginaldesq. I'm Underhook and this is Escape from Tarkov. The game is in alpha and today we're looking at bullet drop. Is there bullet drop in the game? How much bullet drop is there? And well, I've got a controversy for you which will become clear as we get later into the video, and I'd like your opinion on the controversy. I'd like to see what you think, and I'd actually like to hear from the developers about how it works. But for starters, if you want to replicate the situation, I'm on customs. We're out in front of the train carriages here, next to the fallen down carriage, or tipped over carriage, near these wheels here, right up against the train. I go into a crouch position, and we're at the right hand side river crossing, so right hand side of the bridge. And if you've crossed this side, you know about this red container halfway across. And then up on the top there, you've got an armoured personnel carrier with "Welcome to Tarkov" written on it. Well, with this sniper rifle, I'm going to aim at the top of the V, and I'm not too worried about side to side accuracy. I really just want to see the height, so I'm really worried about, I'm trying to line up the height with the top of the V. So I can't stay aimed for too long, because with the new game mechanics you get tired holding the rifle up and your arms start to wobble, and I'm going to use shift to hold my breath as well. A little bit higher, that one. That looked bang on. So did that. Alright, so 5 rounds with the DVL-10, and now we're going to use the Sks Hunting Rifle with a PSO scope. This is the best scope I was able to fit to it. I probably can get a better scope, but I'm finding it really hard to get scopes in the game at the moment. Alright, can I make out any letters at all? Okay, yep. Okay, I can make out the K. I'm going to go for the top of the K. Okay, now we're going to try it with an AK-74N. I'll have to drop this for a second. I want it back though. Gee, the guns look great, don't they? Okay, AK-74N, also with the PSO scope. Having trouble making out any letters there at all. We're going to go for the T. Top of the T, which is about there. And the top is just there. Okay, let's go and have a look. Using my magic teleport machine, I'm now at the NPC, or APC. As you can see, all of the shots from our sniper rifle went lower than we were aiming. So I was aiming for the very tip of the V, and we hit well lower. This is pretty consistent with the probably 6 times I've tested the gun doing this. Over here we have the SKS, also pretty consistent. Basically, all of the guns perform the same. In this particular time though, the AK didn't drop as much as the others, but I was having trouble lining up the top of the T, so it might not have been 100% on there. We've actually got one right on the T. Most of the time when I've tested it, it's been about the same as the others. They all seem to have the same bullet drop. So I wouldn't, I've probably just, it was very hard to see. It's actually easy to do this test in the late afternoon when the sun is showing directly on it. But like I say, I don't know if I told you or not, but I've been trying to do this test for about 6 hours, but it's either raining or it's foggy or it's nighttime, or yeah. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the sniper rifle and try and hit the top of the V and see what we need to do, where we need to aim with the scope to hit the top of the V. Alright, so I reckon the range we're shooting at is about 120 meters, maybe a little bit more, and I'm going to use the number 5 on the scope to aim with. So once again, we're not worried about hitting the target exactly. I'm going to use the top of the other side of the V, and I'm going to try and line up the lower 5 there. Okay, let's see how we go. Holding my breath. Oops, I didn't line up the 5. I lined up the side. Hang on, let's do the 5. Oh, I flinched. Do it again. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do it instead on this L because I've stuffed up a couple of shots. So go for the top of this L. That was a good one. That was about the right height, maybe a touch too high. And that was about right. Let's go and have a look. Okay, here we are looking at the top of the L. So I think that's the one where I said I accidentally fired a little bit too high, will be that higher one there. The others though, we've got 2 that are exactly bang on and 2 that are slightly too high. So at this range, if you aim at the center of their head with the 5, you've got a pretty good chance of hitting them right in smack in the center of the head. And actually we weren't too bad side to side either. So there you have it, folks. Now, it's not as simple as that. Is there bullet drop in the game? Okay, here comes the controversial bit. I'll come back. Okay, here comes the controversial bit. Let's get close, like really close. And I'll aim at the line here. We have bullet drop at 3 meters. Sks Hunting Rifle. Oh, that wasn't the SKS, sorry, that was the AK. SKS. M4, it's not a zoom scope, it's just a scope. So based on that, let's have a look at a post made by, I'm not sure if it's Shughart or Shughart, but he's a subscriber to our channel, and when I made the shotgun video, he made a very interesting comment on my channel. So let's have a read of that now. Alright, so I don't know if you can read this. In case you can't, I'll read it out. So Shughart says, the Saiga doesn't shoot low, because I was saying in my shotgun review that the Saiga seemed to be shooting low of where I was aiming. In fact, I did mention a couple of times the other shotguns appeared to be shooting low as well, but I wasn't sure because sometimes they didn't, and it might have been just my aim. But the Saiga I was pretty certain was shooting low. So he said the Saiga doesn't shoot low, it's the optic that is aiming high. Try it out with regular bullets. You'll notice that the sight is set so the bullets hit at the bottom of the vertical line of the crosshair. Then I basically said thank you to him, and he came back and said, no worries, following the watch of your video I tried all of the legit optics of the game. Only the EO tech is roughly zeroed for the dot. All other optics, even the scopes, are zeroed too high, meaning you have to compensate a little above to be bang on. So there you go. But does that mean then if we don't have scopes on, we'll be okay? Or not? Okay, so interesting stuff that Shughart was saying there, and good on him for testing all the sites. Now he did say that the EOTech was zeroed in. Now I don't have an EOTech site and I can't get hold of one, so unfortunately I can't test it. But it wasn't just, well, I've spoken about the shotguns, but I know what you're thinking. What about if they don't have special optic sights on, they're just like iron sights? Well, I've got an SKS here without any sights on it. Let's try that. Well, not as bad, but it's still not on the target. It's actually similar to the AK with a scope when I fired it. In fact, here's an AK without a scope. All below as well. Interesting, huh? Okay, so now let's just get rid of that and grab this MP10 or MPX. Got iron sights on this as well. It's silenced, by the way. Actually, I'll hold shift. I wasn't holding shift before with those other guns. Okay, but I've got a laser sight fitted to this one. There it is, red dot laser. Let's try that. Oh, now we're getting something different. So it looks like even the iron sights are bugged, but the tactical laser, if anything, shoots slightly high. In case you're interested, pistols aren't too bad. This is the, what's it called? MP433 or something? I think that's what it's called. Not too bad. And let's try the TT. My favourite pistol, the TT. Let's go in the middle here. Packs a wallop, this game. Not bad. So the pistols look not too bad. The SKS actually wasn't too bad compared to the others. Just in case there's a mistake, let's try the SKS again, because I wasn't holding my breath. Yeah, it's not too bad. A little bit. But anyway, it shouldn't be below, it should be hitting it smack on. So why isn't it? And that's what I think is the controversy. I don't think it's the sights that aren't zeroed in. I think it's the guns all shoot low. Why would you do that? Well, because, and this is controversial and I could be completely wrong. I acknowledge I could be completely wrong, but I just want to see if this is what's going on. It would be quite resource intensive to have actual, especially if you're on multi-fire or firing automatic, to have all those bullets actually calculate the bullet drop over a long distance. That's pretty resource intensive for a game. But if you just have all the guns shooting a little bit down of where you aim, well, at close range probably won't matter too much. You're still going to hit the guy roughly where you're shooting. But over a long range it'll look like bullet drop. Basically, it's a cheap, non-resource intensive way of having bullet drop. Unfortunately, it means even at close range, like medium range, you're not really hitting what you want. Let's go for the eye. This is probably one of the better accurate guns. Well, that's not too bad. A little low. Pretty similar to this range actually. So, is it a problem? Is it not a problem? I don't know, but it seems to be weird. It doesn't seem to be bullet drop, or maybe the range, 120 meters or whatever I'm shooting at, is too short for bullet drop anyway, and it is just the sights that are out. I don't know, but in any case, if you're shooting at range, aim above their heads if you want a headshot. Good luck. I hope you enjoyed this little review. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more, please subscribe to Reginaldesq. Have fun.